Hi there, this is John Paulus. You're listening to Life's Potluck Buffet on YouTube. Thanks for joining me today. Today's episode is about how to start doing whatever it is you need to do. So stick around for Worksheet 35. Worksheet 35 is a take on Card 35's idea of action speak. And if you'll recall from Card 35, the idea there is that we often make a lot of claims about what we're going to do, but we don't end up backing them up with actions. And we all know that. That's, a human thing. And as you recall, yesterday's episode was about when you too forcefully deny or affirm something, the opposite is true. Well, that's related to this because those statements that I was making yesterday are statements that weren't backed up by action. And today, I'm going to take some of those statements and turn them into action by using Worksheet 35. So let's take a look at Worksheet 35. Like Card 35, Worksheet 35 has those three blue dumplings in the top left corner and bottom right-hand corner. And the title is How to Start Doing. The instructions are as follows. Write in the frame something you always claim you are going to do. Then read the whole line out loud. Use the blank space on the bottom of the worksheet to sketch your thoughts about what you wrote. Below that, there's a sentence that says, I am going to blank rather than talk about it. And the blank is enclosed in a magenta frame. So that's where we're going to put the actions that we're going to do rather than talk about it. Okay, so let me get a pen and choose a color for today. All right, I'm going to choose one of these purpley ones. Oh, here's one. It's kind of a lavender. All right, and I'm going to do that. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to think about yesterday's video and use those statements that I was making to fill in the blank here. I'm going to start with the first one, which was, remember I was saying, I'll do it, but I wasn't doing it, right? And so let's think about something that we are saying we're going to do, but we keep on putting it off. Okay, so what was I thinking about when I was thinking about that? I was thinking about showing up at a particular organization that I'm interested in getting involved in. So I am going to show up, is what I'm going to write. Rather than talk about it. And then use the blank space in the bottom of the worksheet to sketch your thoughts. Okay, well, I'm going to draw the building where I'm going to show up. It's a smallish building. It's not a large one. It's not a towering building. And it's maybe 4 stories. Okay. I'm going to draw stories. Stories of a building, not stories with a... Does the story of a building have an E? Maybe. I'll have to look that up when I do the auto caption correcting. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering if my name is being spelled by auto captions correctly, it is not. It's been P-A-U-S, PAUS. That could be me mumbling. So, okay, I don't blame you, auto captions, for that. And unfortunately, yesterday it went back to the lowercase p-a-u-l-u-s, which is not it. It's P-A-U-L-A-S. And, I got a call today from an automated voice message system, and it said my name in the call. And it said my name exactly how I pronounce it. And I wonder, well, if the automated message robots can... robots... if the automated voice message programming can look at my name and say Paulus, Paulas, and say that's Paulus, and pronounce it exactly the same way I pronounce it, then, and I don't think they've been listening to this podcast, so I don't think that's why they knew how to pronounce my name. I think that program is obviously very good at getting transliterated names right. So I wonder if the YouTube auto-generated caption friends could take a cue from the voice message system. Maybe I should have the message system call up the YouTube auto-generated caption machines. If you have a phone number that I could have the automated voice system that pronounced my name right, knowing exactly how it's spelled because it's how it's spelled in the system. If you can give me that phone number, I'll have them give you a call. I think that'll work. So I am going to show up rather than talk about it. That's really good. That means no talk, all show up, all action. So that is what I am going to do. And that has everything to do with the point of Worksheet 35, which is to tell yourself what you're going to do, how you're going to act, rather than how you're going to talk about it. So if you need that little get up and go and need some help with that, go to lifespotluck.com/worksheets and get a copy of Worksheet 35. Actually, a good idea is to download yesterday's worksheet, Worksheet 10, Opposite is True, and come up with 3 things that you're claiming about yourself or denying about yourself, and do that worksheet. Come up with what the opposite of that is and how to enact that. Remember, that's what I explained yesterday, so check out that video. And then take one of those claims and put the opposite that you discovered in Worksheet 10, put that in the magenta box on Worksheet 35 here, like I did for the first one, the first example I gave yesterday of like, I'll do it, where I'm saying I'm going to do it, but I'm just talking about it. Here, showing up at that organization that I keep on talking about, just showing up and being there. I am actually going to do that, right? Because I say I'm going to show up rather than talk about it. So give this a try yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next episode of Life's Potluck Buffet. Have a great day.